Going live, going live, and we're live. Hello, friends. My name is Teacher Evelyn Joy, and I love Dollar Tree. And I especially like going before Christmas without my kids. Guys, it's been a while since I've done a really good Dollar Tree haul. I found some things that, like, I was shopping by myself. But I had the hugest grin on my face when I was shopping at Dollar Tree because I was finding things, guys, that were so exciting. And so I thought, let's do a Dollar Tree haul, guys. I want to show you what I got. Okay. So a couple of these things are for the VIPKID classroom, and the rest of them are for my kids for Christmas. But I want to share with you. So first of all, a dilemma I've been coming across this Christmas is my two girls, Esther and Deborah, super easy to shop for. My son, a little bit harder. There's a few reasons for that. He's only 2. He's not that opinionated about what toys he likes. And with my girls, it's so easy. Esther's 5, and mostly because of Esther. Esther's 5, very opinionated about what she likes. She likes everything, and she likes a lot of things that are cheap. She likes expensive things and cheap things, so I go for the cheap ones. And so it's really easy to get, my girls are close in age. I've got a 5-year-old and an almost 4-year-old. It's easy to buy for them both at the same time. Like, oh, they each get a Barbie. Oh, they each get a Barbie dress. They each get this. They each get that. But you can't always buy an equal boy gift that he'll like, at the same store, at the same price, at the same time. So it's kind of like I have an overabundance of cheap, awesome gifts for my girls, and my little boy is lacking in the gift department. So yesterday at Dollar Tree, I found a lot of good finds, a few of them for my girls, but mostly for my son. Super excited to show you guys. And a couple of very exciting things for the VIPKID classroom. But you know what? I'm going to show you the VIPKID classroom ones first because that's pretty exciting, right? So the thing I'm most excited for is this. Guys, have you ever bought the transportation unit? I'm always like, well, I have a taxi and I have a bicycle. I don't have like all of these props, like a school bus and a city bus. It even has, look, okay, scooter. It's even a bright red scooter. I can use it when singing the song. If I'm too excited, I'll try to tone it down. I'm literally ecstatic about this $1 puzzle here. And it's a puzzle, so it's foam. You can pull it apart or put it back together. It's great. You could even keep it in the plastic if you want to. It's up to you. You could hot glue magnets on the back and make it a reward. You can use it however you want to. Hello, welcome Candy, Lori, and Morgan. But when I saw this, I bought 3 of them, guys. Why did you buy 3, Evelyn? It's the same thing. Well, because I bought one for me, one for my son for Christmas because I know he's going to want to play with it, and an extra one to either give to a VIPKID teacher friend in the future, have for a prize on my channel, or if my kids get a hold of my puzzle and destroy it, I have a backup, right? Yeah, so I bought 3. $3 for 3 of these. It's because this is awesome. Okay, so scooter, ice cream truck, ambulance, school bus, police car, fire truck, airplane, city bus, and taxi. So are all of these vocabulary words in the unit? No. Extension. This is an opportunity to extend, guys, because a lot of times they talk about city bus, school bus, taxi, car, van, bicycle and subway, and I probably already said subway, and scooter and stuff. But then you can talk about some more vehicles. You can talk about the colors. Now, something I thought was interesting is the words on this puzzle. You can't really see in the VIPKID classroom, but the words on the puzzle are in Russian. I'm pretty sure it's Russian. So like ice cream truck and police car and taxi, they're like in Russian or some sort of language that looks like Russian. But anyway. Yes. Candy said, looking at the words on the ice cream truck, what is that? So, but for me, like in that tiny little, you know, spot where they have the camera of the teacher, it's not going to show the little words, you know, but still. Taxi, the first 3 letters are pretty good, or first 2. Okay, so anyway, about 3 of those because I was so excited about it. So Joshy's getting one of those as a puzzle because that's a puzzle for Christmas. So something I really like for my son, because he's 2 years old, I like wood puzzles for him. What I don't like about wood puzzles is the price. So I was super extremely ecstatic to find wood puzzles at Dollar Tree. That means it's only $1. If my kids lose the puzzle pieces, it's not the end of the world. I don't like spending $15 for a puzzle that my kids end up losing the pieces for, but I like them at a young age to be able to, you know, talk about the colors, talk about the shapes, and learn how to put the puzzle pieces where they go. You guys, I found, again, if I'm too excited, I'm so sorry. I'll try to tone myself down. I was so ecstatic in that store. People probably thought I was a lunatic. I was so excited. I was like, oh my God. I was trying to like act like, well, I'm not freaking out super excited right now. But when I saw this and this and this, okay, are these lower quality wood puzzles? Yes, but they're wood puzzles for $1. Hello, Renee Grace Hope. Oh my goodness. Hello, Amanda. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I have 7 friends watching and 1 like. Thank you so much, guys. So look, all of these I got for Joshy, and his sisters are going to want to play with them too, and that's perfectly fine. So $1, guys. So when this inevitably gets pieces lost, it was just $1. But they get to practice, you know, talking about, you know, I'm working on words with Joshua because he's 2 and he's delayed in talking. So we have a new cat, by the way, in our house. We kind of adopted a stray that is a very sweet cat. So he loves the cat. So he likes saying cat and meow and doggy. And so we can practice those words that he knows when doing the puzzle. And my daughters, no doubt, will grab this from him, but because they love fish and everything. But how neat is this? And even if you're not, even if you're not a mom of little ones like me, you could use this as a VIPKID reward. You could take these pieces and put magnets on the back of them, or you could just like fill up the puzzle as your reward. Totally could be used as a reward. You could totally use this. My son Joshua, he knows how to count to 10. He doesn't say the words perfectly, so this is a great opportunity to practice saying the individual numbers as he puts them in the puzzle, and also practicing fitting those puzzle pieces in right, you know? Super exciting for him. So, of course, I found something for Esther. Now, this is, you know, cardboard. My kids are going to lose the pieces quickly, but it was only $1. So I'm not going to be freaking out. Oh my goodness, our expensive $15 puzzle has all the pieces missing and all over the house. Not a big deal. Sweep up the pieces and throw them away when we start losing all of them. On the cardboard one. The wood ones we'll probably try to track down. So I also, for Joshua, found cardboard books, their Bible stories, and their pop-ups, guys. So this one's David and Goliath pop-up book. So that's a lot of fun for him to just look at and flip through himself even. And I can tell them the story. I don't have to read the words that they put in. I can just tell the story from the Bible from memory because I know those stories, you know, Daniel and the lion's den. So then, of course, my girls are so easy to buy for. I found exciting things for them too. I love paint with water books, but they're $10 if you buy them from Usborne Books. They're only $1 from Dollar Tree. Are they different? Yeah, they're lower quality, but that's okay. What you have to do is you have to tear out the pages individually. The kids get a paintbrush and they get a cup of water. I like this a lot because it's less mess than actual painting. And you can just set the kids, mostly this is from girls. My 2-year-old's not quite big enough for this, but I love, oh my goodness, I didn't even flip through it and see. It has a unicorn. Esther right now loves unicorns and rainbows and princesses and all that fun girly girl stuff. And Deborah loves painting with water, and Esther loves doing any kind of artwork. So anyway, $1, guys. But you have to be sure to tear out the page before they start painting because obviously it'll leak through to other pages and mess them up. So yeah, really awesome. So, and then these are also, if they do a really good job painting a picture, you could give it as a gift to a grandma or whoever. Esther loves My Little Pony right now. And they have My Little Pony coloring books. I'm sorry I'm not reading the chat box, but I will read in a little bit. So I got my girls Barbie dresses. Do Dollar Tree Barbie dresses fall apart? Yes, they do, but they're only $1. So if my kids lose them or break them, it was cheap. So I got one for each of them because they're each getting like a Barbie for Christmas. So that way they can change the outfit or whatever. Will those dresses last very long? Nope. The ribbon on the top rips, and I can only sew it so much before it just ravels apart. But we could turn it into a sleeveless dress. I mean, I'm not worried about it. The next thing I found is an awesome stocking stuffer. My kids have tiny little stockings. They're not getting much in their stockings, but they have never had chocolate gold coins before. They've just seen it on Peppa Pig and they're always like, oh, chocolate gold coins, I want some. And I'm like, I don't know where to get them. So they have them at Dollar Tree at Christmas time. So they're getting chocolate gold coins in their stockings. They're going to be excited because they saw it on Peppa Pig. This $1 million chocolate. Is it $1 million? Yeah, $1 million chocolate. This is a good gift, a good stocking stuffer for kids or adults. I was even thinking too, I'm gonna get some, I think, and bring them to the hospital. I think I might not give a whole chocolate bar to my kids. They'll just get the chocolate coins. I think I might actually bring these to the hospital. And sometimes you have really crummy nurses, and sometimes you have nurses that are like really, really good. And I was thinking, how nice would it be to have like a little something I can give to the nurse, like, you're worth $1 million. Here's a chocolate bar, like, thank you so much for taking care of me after my surgery. You're the best nurse ever. You get $1 million, Wouldn't that be nice? So that's just an idea. If you have someone on your Christmas list that is like impossible to buy for, it could be a man, it could be a woman, it could be a kid that has everything. Give them $1 million. Who doesn't want $1 million or a chocolate bar, So another thing is Barbie Band-Aids. My kids are little enough that that's an exciting Christmas gift, right? Joshy loves balls right now. And this one lights up. Yay! Joshy's too, so he's into that stuff. He also loves dinosaurs. So Dollar Tree has dinosaurs, and I got him two for Christmas. So while his sisters are playing with dollies, he can play with his dinosaurs. So I also got for my girls, these are actually not what you think they are. These are just table decorations in the baby shower section, but they come 3 in a bag, like 3 pink and 3 blue come in a bag. But my little girls, they have little Barbie babies, and they like putting them in these. So they had one old one from that was laying around the house. It fell apart, so I just bought them some new ones. The reason I don't have all of them here is I let them have some ahead of time, and they will inevitably be broken by Christmas, so they will get another one. I needed a star for the tops of my trees, And this is actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stars come in a packet. Now the special star that goes on top of the tree that has the special thing to hook it on and stuff, they were out of those at Dollar Tree. So I'm doing the cheaper version. Should work fine for my little bitty Christmas trees. I have one in my classroom and one in my living room. I'm going to read what you guys are saying in the chat box. So Janie is here. Beth is here. Grace Hope, aka Teacher Renee, is here. Laura is here. It is so fun to see all of my new friends here, along with Morgan Brown and Amanda L. So it's so exciting to have you all here. So yeah. Yeah. Teacher Candy said, did you notice the wording is in Russian? Lori, oh, Lori's here. Hey, Lori. Lori said, I love Dollar Tree. Oh my goodness. Lori, is it true you're from Canada? I saw recently that Canada has Dollar Tree too. Very cool. Morgan said, I'm sharing that excitement. Oh, the other thing I got is this. I already have one. Okay. But this is a globe. Right? I use this almost every single class when I ask the student, where are you from? I'm from China. I'm from America. Good job. So I put mine on a stick because it makes it an easy prop to use. And I have this that either if something happens to mine and I want another one, I was so tempted to buy like 10 of these and give them out as prizes to people, but they're a little bit difficult to mail because you can't they're not flat. But I wanted to tell you guys, if you see one of these at Dollar Tree, they make a really nice prop. So yeah. And look, Taiwan is the same color as China, yellow, so you won't get flagged for the map thing. Let me see if my old one is that way. Yes, Taiwan is also yellow. Very good. Yellow and China. China and Taiwan, the same color. Nobody gets mad, right? So yeah. Let me see what you're saying. Beth Bosma says, so cute. I think I need to get some of those to my kids for Christmas presents. Too many car repairs going on right now for us to buy anything more than that. Yeah. I was going to say, you know, I have the opportunity and the possibility of signing up to get free Christmas presents because our family is lower income, but I feel so blessed with my VIPKID job. And even though my husband was between jobs for like 3 months, we were able to keep up with our bills. And right now, like, we have extra money for groceries and Christmas gifts. And I just feel like really blessed. And so when they're like, come on, sign up, get some free Christmas gifts, I'm like, honestly, I'm not in the position I was in 2 years ago when we took advantage of that, when we really didn't have the money to even pay the mortgage, let alone buy Christmas gifts. But I feel so blessed that I can buy gifts for my kids. And at the same time, I don't want my kids to get this idea that at Christmas time they're going to be getting these super expensive gifts because, Esther, she's 5. When we go to department stores and stuff, she wants like a $10 thing or a $30 thing. And I talk to her about prices and I'm like, sweetheart, I already bought you some Christmas gifts. You don't know what they are. They're a surprise. I'm not buying this right now. We're here at the store to buy clothes right now. We're here to get you a coat for Christmas or a winter coat or whatever. And I talked to her about prices. I'm honest with her. I'm like, this is $10. That's a lot of money. And I already got you some gifts, so I'm not buying this. Sorry. We're getting you a coat today. So you have to say thank you and be okay with it. So those are also important things I'm trying to teach my kids because I grew up half the time with my mom single, half the time with random guys. It was a complicated childhood. And so Christmas was like, we got like deodorant and stuff in our stockings, like things that aren't really Christmas gifts, but that's okay. Like my brother would get like gloves and stuff like that, but we were thankful and happy for what we had. And I don't want my kids to be so privileged that they have an expectation of being spoiled. So I like them having blessings and stuff, but I prefer that they learn about the value of $1 from a young age. My kids, when they help around the house. Like Esther's my oldest, she's 5. She helps put laundry away, she helps put dishes away, and she earns a quarter for her piggy bank. And sometimes I don't have extra quarters at the time, and she doesn't earn a quarter, and she still helps out. And then other times I just have extra quarters, and I'm like, you've been helping out a lot, you get 3 quarters in your bank or whatever. So it's not like every time she helps, she gets a quarter. And also we haven't done anything with all we're doing is filling up the bank, and she hasn't, spent any of it or anything yet. But it's just starting to realize the value of $1 because I think that's an important thing for kids to know about. So anyway, I don't think it's a bad thing for kids to get Dollar Tree stuff for Christmas. And I actually feel really privileged and blessed that my kids have Christmas gifts this year. And I don't know, I'm happy with giving them these things because, like, also a nice thing about having real little kids is my kids aren't like asking for an Xbox or like toys for Christmas, like expensive like video games or $90 headphones or whatever for Christmas. My kids are just like, I want a Barbie. And it's like, I can find a $5 Barbie. But I will say, I won't buy Dollar Tree Barbies because they fall apart. I will, however, find a deal and get them a $5 one, or Facebook Marketplace, or thrift store, or Aldi. So I am a little bit like, if it's something that's just going to completely fall apart, don't always get it. But yeah. Random question. Laura said, random question. Does anyone have a link to the appropriate maps of China that VIPKID endorses? I cannot find the library tab anymore. I have a video about the map drama. Basically, the whole thing about the map drama is Taiwan can't be a different color than China. So this map is perfectly fine. Everything's green. So the maps they have a problem with are maps that have the whole world and they're multicolored like this, but that Taiwan and China are different colors. On mine, Taiwan is yellow, China is yellow, no problem. So that's the issue. Taiwan does not acknowledge themselves as part of China. China is indoctrinating everyone to say that Taiwan is already a part of them. For whatever reason, the Chinese government wants everyone in China to think that Taiwan is a part of China, but other parts of the world don't acknowledge that because it's not official. And I have no opinion about that, except that our maps cannot show multicolored differential between Taiwan and China. So that's the thing. You can get any map you want to that doesn't show distinguishable difference between Taiwan and China. That's just the issue. So yeah. If you have like just a map of America, no problems. Oh, there is an extra incentive for Christmas. I myself have not received an email about that. Sometimes they give incentives out to some teachers and not to others, and I tend to be left out because I always open all of my PPT slots, and I tend to incentivize the people that don't open them all the time. So anyway, let me see. Teacher Casey is here. Okay, Cheney said Dollar Tree is my jam. Yes, guys, so awesome. Love Dollar Tree. Okay. Oh, Beth said, I don't know if there will be incentives, but I'm guessing there will. Maybe. There usually is an incentive. It's hard to compare this year to last year because last year there's a lot of cash incentives, and this year there's like token incentives, and it's even less tokens than it was last year. So as we've changed from like a year ago, how many did we have? Like 30,000 teachers, maybe 40,000. This year we have 100,000. Suddenly they have lost a little bit of motivation to incentivize us because there's an overabundance of us, which is good. It's a growing company. But incentives are less on their priority list now. Don't know if you noticed that. Part of being in a growing company, changes happen. That's okay. The important thing is we're still getting paid. We still have a job. Oh, I wanted to talk about that. Unfortunately, California, New Jersey, and it's looking like New York soon behind them, are passing those awful laws that restrict independent contractors who do not receive health insurance from their company, and there may be ways of applying for an exemption from that. More to tell in the future, but it's looking grim for VIPKID teachers in those states. So we're praying that this is not a trend that continues onto other states. So not trying to be a political channel, but it is what it is. Really disappointing for New Jersey. I do have to hand it to VIPKID. They sent a representative from VIPKID headquarters to New Jersey to help petition against the bill. And there were a lot of people from different independent contracting companies that gave testimonials to try to keep the Senate from passing this bill. And it fell on deaf ears and they didn't care. So they still passed it. So pray for our teachers in California, New Jersey, New York, and that hopefully we can get exceptions made or get the law fixed or overturned at some point. But man, it's hard when you live in a country that's home of the free and the land of the brave, or whatever you call it. And not everything's as just as they teach us in elementary school that our country is. And it stinks sometimes that these laws come up. But yeah, VIPKID was the only income this summer, Beth said. Now with the time change, new law, plus limited class times since kids are in school, we're basically worked ourselves out of state. We've basically worked ourselves out of our state benefits. I taught 7 phonics classes on Saturdays. On Saturday. Wow, you are the phonics queen, Teacher Candy. But yeah. Anyway, this has been so fun that you guys got to welcome Kim T. Oh, you're between classes and you dropped by. I already showed off my cool things, but this is the thing I'm the most excited about is the transportation puzzle. And also wood puzzles, because I want to get wood puzzles for my son for Christmas, but I don't want to spend $15 on them. So I'm okay with $1. I'm one that even if I have the money, even if I have the resources, I'm not going to spend a lot of money on toys for my kids because I'm a more patient mama. I'm a more forgiving mama. When the toys that they are potentially losing parts of or breaking were low cost. If I buy them an American Girl doll and it ends up busted, I'm going to be livid. But if I buy them a thrift store equal equivalent doll for like $8 and they break it, I'm going to try to fix it for them. If I don't, it's like, oh, well, guess your dolly has no arm. Now you can play hospital. Okay, I get a special joy out of seeing my kids have the things that I had that were positive in childhood, like playing in the dirt, playing with dolls, using their imaginations. I love their little imaginations. I've probably told this story on my channel before because it was so funny. But Esther and Deborah were shaking their dollhouse, which I got for like $4 at a thrift store after searching for forever through all the $50 and $100 doll houses. I got them a plastic dollhouse at the thrift store for $4. So they're shaking their dollhouse and they said, "It's an earthquake!" Ah! I love the creativity. Love it. We don't even have earthquakes in Kansas. They got that definitely from a TV show or something. But so funny. I love seeing their little brains work as they put puzzles together. I love helping my son, learn how to say new words and colors. And I love when they share with each other and they help each other out. Sometimes Joshua and Deborah, Joshua's 2, Deborah's almost 3, they butt heads a lot over the same toy. We could have a million toys in our house. It's going to be the same blue Lego piece, even if we have more than one of them, they want that same little one because it was in my hand and he took it from me and I'm going to pull her hair and I'm going to push her. So what I love to see is when they resolve their conflicts without me having to step in. When I'm in the bathroom and I hear them fussing, by the time I get out of the bathroom, they've already resolved it because Deborah decided, I'm going to let my brother have it. Or Esther decided to step in and give Joshua a different toy so that they would calm down. So I love it when they learn how to resolve their own conflicts because mom is not always going to be there. I'm not always going to be there if they're in Sunday school or if they're at school on the playground, if there's a bully or whatever. I like them to learn how to use their words and work it out, right? Love that because those are skills that aren't taught in the classroom, but are important for life. It's better if they learn it from a young age than later on, right? What's Teacher Candy saying? Teacher Candy says, I had a doll when I was, Teacher Kim said, I had a doll when I was growing up that's head came off. My brothers would steal it to pick on me. Aw. Teacher Kim said, I have no doubt it is stressful. It can still be good praying for you. Okay, I missed what. Okay. Oh, cute. I'll go back and watch it. I am just getting dressed for work for my brick and mortar teaching job. Very good. And Teacher Renee, Grace Hope, says, have a good day. Need to do feedback. Very good. Okay. Oh, yeah. Teacher Candy said, I'll try to have a good day. I teach special need students. It's a struggle. My brother, he is a paraprofessional in a high school, and it's a struggle for him too. It's a stressful job, but you guys are making a difference in the lives of those kids, and that's really great. Working in a brick and mortar school in general is more stressful than VIPKID because VIPKID, our classes are 25 minutes long. Our students can't hit and kick us. Our students, we teach them 25 minutes and it's bye, Welcome, Tim. Is Tim here? Yeah, online teacher dude, welcome. You missed the hall, but I don't know. Probably there's not Dollar Trees in Malaysia, I'm guessing. Tell us about Malaysia. What kind of stores do they have? I'm currently traveling in Hong Kong for the week, visiting teacher friends that live here. That is so awesome. Are they teacher friends as in ESL teachers or as in VIPKID teachers? Something I was reflecting on yesterday as I was sending out, Christmas packages to friends all over the United States. You guys come to my live videos and you live in all different states and probably some places I'll never go to. And I was just thinking, like, even though my channel's not monetized, I'm really glad that I make YouTube videos because I get to connect with you guys. And I don't know, maybe I've been an encouragement to someone, or maybe I've given someone a good teaching idea, or at least helped them feel more a part of the community. I know online teacher dude Tim, he had a video about depression when you're an online teacher and sometimes feeling isolated and not feeling like a part of the community. And I feel like our friends with our live videos have helped resolve some of that issue. Being a stay-at-home mom, you can get to feeling that way too. And I think a lot of brick and mortar teachers, even though you're surrounded by kids that love the heck out of you, they're also a lot of work and you can feel overwhelmed, stressed, stretched, and also finances are tight, even though it's like you're giving. And I could not be a brick and mortar teacher. I have a limited amount of patience. Can you believe that? I'm a stay-at-home mom and an online teacher, and I have a limited amount of patience. And being in charge of a whole classroom of kids all day long, it takes a special person. And me, when I work in the public schools, I prefer to be an ESL aide. I love aiding the classroom teachers. I love, working with small groups of kids. But being responsible for the education of a full classroom, that's a big job. Can you imagine? There are so many people that are teachers all around the world that are crushing it as brick and mortar teachers. So props to you guys. I don't think I'm cut out for that job. But yeah, I love teaching online though. I love culture. I love teaching ESL. Let me read what you guys are saying. Okay, online teacher dude said that his friends that he's visiting in Japan work at the Canadian International School there. Oh, very good. VIPKID teachers wouldn't be able to afford it here. This city is more expensive than New York City. Oh my goodness. I just had the wrong assumption that if you're living in Malaysia. Oh wait, you're traveling in Hong Kong. And I said Japan, like where did I pull that out of my hat? Hong Kong's not in Japan, Evelyn. Amazing, right? China, Hong Kong, China. Okay, I agree. You need to find a way to connect with other teachers. I love VIPKID way more than my brick and mortar job. I feel that way I was working at a daycare before I worked for VIPKID. I dislike working at daycares. And I love my precious little children, but I enjoy them once they start hitting about 5 years old. Love seeing them have some independence and being able to be little helpers and being able to do things. Honestly, I love teaching elementary, middle school, high school, daycare. I've tried twice to work for different daycares, and it's just so stressful. And also, I can be a classroom teacher. I like being an ESL aide, but there's drama between the teachers. Everybody's just stressed out. They take it out on each other. There's drama between the teachers. Like, I'm not into all that drama. But yeah, Amanda says, it's hard being a stay-at-home mom. It's very lonely. And I'm so thankful to have a feeling of friendship with my VIPKID teacher friends. You guys are sometimes the only people I talk to. Amanda, I was thinking about that when I was sending your Christmas gift, because last year I didn't get a Christmas gift, which is fine. But we as moms, like, we give and give and give for our kids. And sometimes we're left empty, especially as stay-at-home moms. And it's isolating. And honestly, VIPKID is an awesome outlet for my creativity, for my love for languages and cultures, and my love for teaching. And it's an awesome way to connect with other teachers and have friends and have companionship. My husband sees that VIPKID has been a very good thing for us, not only financially, but it's been a good thing for me emotionally. Because there was a time when we had a small apartment, we were sharing one car, and I was pregnant and had a little 1-year-old, and I felt like I was in prison because I couldn't just go anywhere and do anything I wanted to. I was, stuck. And I feel so much more liberty to be myself, to express myself through creating things, through making things, through talking on the internet. My husband's like, you're amazing. Okay. I am drawn to introverted people. So I'm married an introvert. So that's part of the reason why he doesn't fully understand how I can just sit in front of a camera and talk. But I'm an extrovert. I'm compatible with introverts. But he's like, wow, you don't even have a script or anything, and you just go. You just talk like for forever, right? So, and that's me. The thing is, my little kids, the things they want to talk about, there was a comedian that said, little kids, like, they'll talk your ear off, but everything they know, you already know. So, like, no gained value from that. It's nice because you're growing a relationship with your kids, but it's not the same as having friends your age or other mom friends. It's when you're struggling, it's nice to feel like somebody else is in your boat with you. Right? It's like, well, I'm not the only mom that feels this way. I'm not the only teacher that feels this way. I'm not the only one. I'm not alone. And there's just an awesome sense of companionship in knowing that there's other people out there. I'm not the only one. This isn't the end of the world. It's going to be okay, right? We all struggle. So yeah, Amanda, yeah. What did Laura say? I worked in a daycare for 1 year too, and it was the worst year of my life. You guys, I worked at a Christian daycare. I loved working in the 3-year-old room, but when they moved me to the infant room, it was torture. It wasn't the infants that was the problem. It was the coworkers. The coworkers treated me so nasty, and they're Christians. Sometimes Christians don't act how Christians are supposed to act. It's a shame when you're the part-time worker and they're the full-time worker and they're the know-it-alls and they're already in their clique and they just talk bad about you behind your back and treat you like trash. It's just kind of like, wow, I didn't think working at a daycare would be like this. And I was not a fan. I don't like the drama. And when I worked in an elementary school, you want me to be totally honest, there was this one teacher who she wanted me to be in her classroom all the time. I was the only translator. It wasn't in my job description, but I was constantly being called to IP meetings and meetings with parents because half the parents in our school only spoke Spanish, and I was the only bilingual worker at that school. So not in my job description, but I was being called to the office to translate for parents a lot, or to the nurse's office, or to parent-teacher conferences or whatever. I did get paid extra for parent-teacher conferences when it was outside of my hours. But this teacher, I was in her classroom more than anyone else's. And I was supposed to be in like all over the place. I had a schedule that was all over the place. Anytime that I was a little bit late to her class, she complained about me. She complained about me, and I was doing her favors that were outside of my job description, and she was complaining about me that I was late to her class. I was late to her class because I was busy doing more than one job. And it's funny because there are some people that they have this expectation that everyone else is like there to serve them, and if they don't meet their expectations, they're going to complain. And that's so like polar opposite my personality that it's hard for me to relate to that. Also, some classrooms were so peaceful and some classrooms were so chaotic, and you could see how the personality of the teacher directed how the whole class behaved. And I honestly am one that I am a little bit more disorganized. I'm a little bit less patient. So I would be one that would probably have a classroom that was more out of control and chaotic, which raises your stress levels so high. And I so much admire the teachers that are peaceful and calm, and their students reflect that. And that is a skill that I've only half acquired from being around teachers like that. I definitely am not always like that. But yeah. Teacher Candy said she refuses to teach level 1. You really can't do little kids. It's interesting how we're each gifted in different ways with different ages. I love teaching level 1, mostly because of the curriculum. The curriculum for level 1 is a lot of singing and a lot of fun. And 4 and 5-year-olds can get really excited about singing and dancing and puppets and all that. So I just have a lot of fun with the level 1 kiddos because of that. But they're looking at changing the curriculum. I'm wondering how much I'll like level 1 after they change the curriculum. I think mostly I like the music from level 1. Yeah. Oh, Beth said level 1 is fun. Our friend, teacher Dani, has worked for VIPKID over a year and only just recently started teaching level 1. She thought for forever that she would dislike it, and she just started teaching level 1 and she loves it. Yeah. Beth said there was so much drama in the infant room in the Christian daycare that I worked in too. Yeah. The thing is, I don't know if you've noticed this, but when you work at a place with mostly women, it's a lot of gossip. And when it's only men, it's a lot of perversion, according to what my husband says. And when it's men and women together, it's actually a good enough mix that it kind of evens out. What'd you say, sweetheart? Oh, you guys are wanting to make a video? Well, I have a bunch of Christmas gifts in here. I don't want you to see it. I have to wrap them before you can come in my room. But you guys can play in your room next door, okay? This is so cool. So my girls are awake. They always beg me to make videos. But then when they're on camera, they don't talk that much. I'm like, okay. Anyway, this is probably as long as this video is going to be. Oh my goodness, I've been talking for 45 minutes. So in about 45 more minutes at 8:30, our friend Teacher Kelly is going live on her channel. So yeah. Dani said that your school now is super chill. That's good. Enjoy it. Yes. Teacher Casey says, haha, I always say working with a bunch of women at the school was harder than being active duty in the male-dominated workplace. Not much drama. Yeah. My husband is working at a job with a bunch of very perverted men right now that are always talking to him raunchy, and he's not loving it. He's introverted and conservative, and he doesn't like all these nasty guys talking about their nasty thought life and things that they do. So I think when it's all men, they feel more liberty to have that type of discussion that's kind of like, we call it locker room talk, right? And when it's all women, it's like so much backstabbing and gossip. But when it's like men and women, it seems like we kind of even each other out and kind of like, I don't know. It just seems like God made men and women to work together and kind of, I don't know. It's kind of cool when there's like coworkers that are can work together in harmony, right? I don't know. Anyway, just my 2 cents. Oh, you guys are talking about which job? It's $15 a session, and you did 3 of them. Are you guys talking about Cambly? Oh, you're a curriculum reviewer for VIPKID. Okay. Yeah. All right, very good. Tim said, I run VIPKID for dudes Facebook group. It's interesting times. Oh my goodness. I used to be very involved in a mom's group on Facebook, and that turned into so much drama. I'm glad I'm not involved in that anymore, but like mom's groups can be crazy. Anyway. Oh, Dani, you like my Christmas lights and my Christmas tree? Thank you. Welcome, Dani. When do you pop up? Anyway, so I think I'm going to get going. Thank you guys so much for joining the chat. That's about all I've got. I love you guys. Bye. Thank you. Have a great day.